How long did it take to get ready in the How long does it take to get ready in the morning? I have a really short routine. I get up, I drink water, we'll have like a green, not green tea. I don't even know how to call this. How do you call this? A green shake. Let's just call it that. It has a lot of green stuff.
Like full
Professionally,
time. Yeah, like full time. So what transitioned in 2018?
What I did was I left serving and bartending to fully commit to band and like a cover band.
Infusion?
Infusion, yeah. Let me just stick with Infusion. Let's see how it goes. You know? It's probably the seeds in my career at this point. For my first performance was Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo in 2018. The world just kind of just started crashing down on me, and like everything just started putting itself together for me. I was so excited because we had a huge stage in Tampa, Florida. Ooh. It was like enough, like beautiful stage, and there was not a lot of people there. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Was that an outdoor venue?
It's an outdoor venue right next to the river.
Janice Live?
The Bay Area.
Were you in Janice Live or no?
No, it was a man-built stage.
Gotcha.
So it was a lot of fun. Like on stage, I get to be, completely free. I get to be myself. I don't have to stress out about nothing, right? But behind the curtain, there's a lot of things that goes on. And like, even like at the end of the night when you're trying to clean up, like a lot of the singers, they would just go home or they would go and party and stuff. Me, I was picking up cables. I was helping the drummer take down the drum set. You see what I'm saying? Like these things, you learn this through hard work, and a lot of people don't have that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of girls, especially in the industry right now, it's like you need to put yourself in a man's position. Don't be manly, but you need to sometimes
position yourself.
But yeah, but like I said, you can see some of these things that behind the curtains that people don't know about. It's putting in the extra work, physical work, pulling the dolly, putting stuff in the car, taking it back out. I'm a really strong, skinny girl. Like, yeah. I can live, like I don't know how much I can live, but I can live, like, cause I know that for a fact it is hard work, and a lot of us sweat our asses off for like $100, because like for me it wasn't about having my own band.
Sure.
It was me getting better in general, like learning, being water, adjusting to certain environments, certain situations, dealing with musicians. Sometimes all musicians could be divas too, not just the singers.
100%.
When I found that out, I was like, "Whoa, shit!" So that's part of the learning curve. The learning experience was realizing that everybody can be a diva in this industry, not just the woman. So yeah. So
are you still active with Infusion?
I'm not currently active with them no more. It's just so much fun getting people to dance and
sure.
loosen up and like live life and have no racism on the table.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And when I was like performing, my main thing was I wanted to bring everybody together. So like, I
love that about you.
Yeah. And so with me, it was like, I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, wherever you are from, I'm going to treat you with so much love and so much respect. It doesn't matter to me. So like that, I grew up with that mentality. And so
you feel it too in your content. That's why I said, like, I was like, man, there's some depth behind it. On July 23rd, and this is for everybody, go on to Karina's Instagram and look up the July 23rd, the intro video post.
Oh, yeah.
I was up at past 1 rolling to that. But you said this thing, as hilarious as it was, you said this thing, you're like, my set list is upbeat, and I just love to lift people's spirits. Yeah.
So I started in 2018 gigging. My first gig was on Cinco de Mayo of 2018. And let me tell you, I've been getting, if I should say so myself, I've been getting pretty good. I've been able to perform at dozens of venues, resorts, hotels, restaurants, and things like that. I love to get people to start to get up and dance, have a good time, smile, just in general lift spirits. That is my specialty. It's been great. I've been doing salsa, I've been doing rock, I've been doing funk, I've been doing disco, and getting people to just get up and dance and have a good time. My favorite part is when I know I'm lifting spirits.
Yeah. And I was like, as small of a quote that was, yeah, it hit me. I was like, you don't hear that often. A lot of people are on the stage for them, you know, to like bolster them. But you're like, I love to lift people's spirits. So I love hearing the story behind how you grew up, because it makes sense of your music. Like, you have this desire to elevate the space, which is one of my mottos. Like, elevate the space.
Come in like a freaking bulldozer.
Absolutely. Man, there's a genuineness and a sweetness that comes through your content. I mean, so much time, like, I'm on Instagram and I'll just see like feeds with this post, like, or this face, you know what I'm saying, or ass pics, and it's just the same thing over and over. But when I dove into your page, like I said, there's this genuineness. Like, you're an amazing performer, you have an amazing presence, your content is amazing, but also I was like, man, not only is she a beautiful woman, she's actually a beautiful person, and that's where I was like, man, she's got to come on. Like, there's some cool stuff that I would love to hear.
Shout out to Blacklist Society.
Yes,
Blacklist Society holding it down in Orlando.
So we out here, and I was like, no, literally, I'm looking at your content. I laughed. I was inspired.
I'm so glad.
Your performances. Tell us, give us a little origin story about Karina. Where'd you come from, and how'd you get to this place?
So I got to America when I was 2. You know, shout out to moms.
Hell yeah.
Yo, moms, they hold it down.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. But yeah, so it's like, my life was just different in general. So like, I knew that no one was, either someone had my life or I was the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it boiled down to that. It felt like I was like the only one living my reality in Orlando.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, how recent and how fast my mom moved. I guess you would call the economic tiers. Because if you think about it, she started like dirt poor. Like, she had a family of like 8. She's the second eldest, and so she had to take care of all her little brothers and sisters. My grandpa never let her go to school. So like, this is today and age, this is like, you'd be like, whoa, what? No, yeah, that's crazy. Like, but for me, it was my reality. So it was like, my mom had to, like, you know, be the mother of the house, and at a very young age, when she was like 10. So like, one chicken was supposed to feed a family of 8. Like,
wow.
One. Just one. Yeah. And so, and sometimes like, they didn't have, like, they had torn shoes and stuff like that. So it's like, this is like my life. Like, this is how my mom was raised. This is the legacy that was left behind for me. So like, I you know, I try to, you know, bring everybody back down to earth, and like.
And you feel proud about it.
I do feel proud about it, because I see things differently. I don't, and it's constantly in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So I never forget where I'm from. Just never. And yeah, so to get to this country, my mom moved up all those tiers so quick, you see? So it's like, for us, we were never privileged. We never felt like we were extra privileged. I do, because I was raised in this country. My mom, not so much. You know, she has her humble beginnings still, so she is still in that farm mentality.
Yeah. I would say that there's a certain gratitude that people with parents who are immigrants have for the life experience. Like, my mom and dad, they're from the Philippines, and they brought me back to, I was born here in Florida on a Navy base, but when they brought me back to the Philippines, of course they showed me the beautiful spots, but like, I've been to over 20 different countries, and I've never seen poverty like that before. Yeah. Like, when I got to go to my dad's neighborhood, and a lot of what you described, you know, like the river is their water, you know what I'm saying? Or, and like, seeing kids, like 4-year-olds naked, just covered in dirt, like scrummaging for food, you know?
Yeah, my family wasn't like that. My family was a little bit more, like I said, farm. So like, yeah, my grandfather, you know, he had like a nice house, but he built it himself, you know, with his hands. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the human factor comes in. Okay, how are you willing to get out of that? Are you willing to want more for yourself? And sometimes people flat out just don't.
Yeah.
And that is just the harsh reality of life. So my mother was one of the people that wanted something better for her family, for everybody else. So they were making moves.
That's awesome.
They were making moves. You know, he was going to the fields every weekend to work, you know, to pick up corn or whatever have you. You know, like, my mom was hustling taking care of the kids. When she was 12 or 13, she moved to the city and became a housekeeper.
Wow.
At 13, 14. So our house,
gangster.
Right, bro? 13, 14. You don't got your mama or your papa with you.
Is that where you get your work ethic when it comes into the music grind?
My mom and my dad are so hardworking. Like, there is no way that I would not be hardworking. There was just no way. I'm like in my gym outfit, like, let's go. You see work status,
it's
like
the
boom,
hustler's
boom, boom,
mentality,
boom.
girl. We hustlers out here.
Hey, we are.
So, we are here at Dr. Phillips High School. You're basically turned on to TV production, film production, which I didn't even know about you. And tell me how that has benefited your art as far as a musician goes.
My vision is different than everybody else's. I think I dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the story, into the reason behind everything that's done. So it's more like probably like a director's perspective.
Yeah.
Like that's how I'm really taking a hold of my career, is like trying to be the director of my life. You know, making sure that I do have that story that people will incline to. I mean, maybe they can relate, maybe they don't. I just know that my life in general has so much that people could like benefit from, as far as like learning things that I've, overcome, and they can learn from some of my mistakes. They can learn from, that life that I've lived in general.
Where does that come from? I'm so interested in that. Like, where's your openness to put your life on display like that? Because as a fellow artist, that can be difficult.
It really
Where does that come from for you?
It was so hard, like coming to terms with so many of the things that a lot of people, when a woman gets married with an American man, they automatically think that it's because of money, or like it's not real, or there's no love involved, or anything like that. But it's like, it was different for me. Like my mom, the way she got to this country, everything that she's done, she's always done it with love and with passion.
She's fucking amazing. Please support her music. Please support her movement. You'll laugh. You'll be inspired. I love that you put 1 Corinthians 13 on your Instagram page. Like there's some edification in there. And hopefully we can transition into a little performance. And
yeah, absolutely. Yes. So this song is called Come Back Home. I wrote this song with Santiago 2 years ago, and we never did anything with it. So I think y'all should hear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. Let me try to get the tempo. I've been thinking of a dream with you, and I dreamed you were with me too. I miss you. Oh, how I miss you. Come with me like you want to, and we'll become one in my living room.
Woo! Thank you so much, Karina. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I hope that, once again, everybody's encouraged by this young lady, that they got the good vibes that I picked up on. And the main things that I just want to highlight that I got from you is, embrace your humble beginnings, have a plan, put that fucking work off, work your fucking face off, and it's not going to happen overnight, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long game. If you take your passion seriously, if you take your dreams seriously, be willing to... This is a life game.
Yeah.
This ain't no month, 2 months, 3 months. This is a life game. So, City Beautiful, be encouraged. We out here. I swear we out here.
Peace and love.
Blacklist Society.
Shout out to the Latino community.
Shout out to all the Latinos. Sí. If you guys want to bring some sancocho, listen, please hit at BLCK List Society. Shout out to Tommy Kid for putting on the podcast in there, man. I appreciate him. Be blessed. Be safe. More importantly, be you. Please. Take care.
Colombian food is amazing. I
Mm.
personally am not a fan of cooking. I don't like cooking. And that's a personal decision that I've
Sure.
always had.
I know that Colombian people can cook amazing. My last relationship, she was Colombian, Puerto Rican. She was also from Colombia, but
Hmm.
the best thing I've ever had, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more cuisine, was sancocho.
Oh my gosh,
Yo,
sancocho.
listen. Can you describe what it is for me? It's just like a
Yes,
soup of goodness.
I will tell
Please.
you. My mom, it's a lot of detail orientation
Come in a little
going
bit
on.
closer.
Sorry, it's
Cool.
very detail oriented how to do sancocho colombiano. So like you have to have yuca. I don't know if you like yuca.
Of course.
Potatoes. You have to have plantain, green, the greenest you can find. And just tomato and onions and salt and lots of
I know
cilantro.
sometimes they throw
A
some shrimp in
shit
there.
ton of cilantro. I guess you could call it sancocho de,
The
marisco
camarones.
de camarón, yeah. But sancocho de gallina would be hen soup, or
Mm.
sancocho de pollo would be chicken soup. You
The
see, because
flavor is
there's a
insane.
different flavor for hen. Like
Yeah.
hen is so different. It's like chewier, but it's so good. It's so much flavor. So yeah. So long story short,
Please. Please.
long story short, yeah, I don't ever cook. Okay, so here's the
That's a
little
first.
here's a little
All my
pointer.
Colombian friends cook, so this is a first for
No,
me.
no, you don't understand. I told my mom, I'm like, I am not cooking for a man. Like, I am not doing it. It's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
Because cooking for men is like making them fall in love with you, and it's like a tactic. And I hate when women do this.
Oh.
They will cook for a man to make him fall in love with her, and
It's happened.
I'm like, well, I'm not gonna cook for you because
Okay.
you're not gonna fall in love with me because I'm cooking for you. Like, no, you're gonna fall in love with me because of me.
Because of me.
Because of me.
So what do you
Yeah.
cook when you're alone then?
When I'm alone and I'm
Is it
dying
Macy
of hunger,
going out?
I'll usually eat pasta. Like I'm simple. Like
Where does it go?
to my hips. These hips don't lie, y'all. No.
Nope.
One day, listen. My thing is this: the man that I want in my life, I'm gonna learn to cook for that man.
That's how you know he's the one.
That's how I know he's the one.
Bet.
You see what I'm saying?
I see it.
Because like sancocho is not easy to make.
No.
It is detail oriented, and you best believe if I made you a good old pot of sancocho, I want to put a baby inside me.
There it is. There it is. There's the secret, guys. And that's a wrap. We're just going to end right there. No,